50 scores, Philly score 7. Score 7 scores. Substitution Timothy Valley, number 30, Lindsay Peterson back in. She replaces Cookie, number 22. Carlos Snyder. Sarah got kick scores. Substitutions for both teams. Number 42, Carly Holmstrom in for Timothy Valley. Number 35, Lynn Beagle in for Hill. Lieutenant Gonzalez scores. Ticket value of 42 currently holds for. Down the line, he's number 42 currently holds for. Viking foul number 42, Carly Hallsworth. At the line for field number 10, Addison Perry, shooting 1-1.
Action Sports Network.
Warm up the fat lady! Warm up the fat lady! The balls are going on! 3 seconds, 2, 1 second. There it is! There's the pass to Latham. Puts it up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
It's time for high school girls basketball on the Action Sports Network. Now, the Arms on Funeral Home pregame show on the Action Sports Network.
Pleasant good evening, everybody. Live Oak Hill High School Action Sports Network. It's another night of girls high school basketball. It's the Lady Norse of Northfield High School, 0-2 coming into tonight. Oak Hill, second game of the season at 1-0. Good evening, I'm Brad Schaus, along tonight with Dalton Bishop as we bring you tonight's high school girls basketball right here on Action Sports Network. Dalton, you've already had the privilege. You've seen this Northfield Norseman team. What'd you see?
I saw a team very inexperienced, very young, and Hannah Holmes is tough. Hannah Holmes is the real deal. Andy and I had an opportunity to see them against Mrs. Sinawa back on what had been the opening night for Mrs. Sinawa, where Northfield lost in the matchup. But Hannah Holmes had a nice night. She scored 24 points in that ball game, and she's the real deal. And I think for Northfield, they're going to go as she goes.
Northfield coming into tonight's contest, they are losses of 2 games again to Mrs. Sinawa, and that was 5-21. They're scoring 38 points a game and giving up 73 in these first 2 ball games. Taking a look on the other side, Oak Hill just the one game, a 45-37 winner over Peru last Friday night right here at Oak Hill. Oak Hill, a team that you really haven't seen this year yet, but last Friday in that game, Liz Godfrey definitely did some nice things.
Yeah, and I had an opportunity to kind of go back and watch it on the YouTube channel, and talking to Coach Barkham at Coach's Corner, and a little bit earlier on today, she was happy with the way Liz Godfrey responded. She said she struggled in the first half shooting the ball. She didn't put the ball in the basket, but she never really got in her head. She just kept shooting the ball, and she ended up shooting herself to 17 points.
Also, Taylor Holloway running the point for Oak Hill ended up fouling out in that basketball game. And really everybody for Oak Hill did some nice things. You had some kids in the JV that dressed up and got minutes that did some nice things. I think probably the biggest thing, and I'm sure Coach Barkham will talk, is limiting those turnovers.
A lot of these girls went from either A, soccer, or B, volleyball, so they're still trying to get into the mix of the basketball things that you have to do. And I've seen it early in the season with Northfield. I saw it with Mrs. Sinawa in that matchup. I've seen it again last night with Mrs. Sinawa. Early in the season, these kids are they're flat tired. You play volleyball, and I'm a huge, I got to bat for these girls, because I think it's harder for girls to go from fall sports to winter sports than it is for boys, because you play such a compacted schedule of volleyball and soccer, and then, you know, your season ends, let's just say it ends on a Saturday, you get Sunday, you're right back to work Monday with basketball, so you never really get a break, and I think legs are a huge issue.
Every sport, usually has a difference in conditioning. You condition differently for every sport. So sometimes coming from a fall sport, the conditioning may be different as opposed to what it is for basketball. So yeah, you do have that change and that difference, and that sometimes getting used to that transition and getting going sometimes takes a couple weeks into the season as you get that going here. Pre-game brought to you by Arms Hunt Funeral Home. Never too early to start thinking about pre-planning. Arms in Fairmount, Marion, and Joan Smith Chapel in Upland. That's Arms Hunt Funeral Home. We're going to have coaches report, talk with Oak Hill head coach Terry Barkham right here on the Action Sports Network right after you hear these.
This is Amy Downing from Arms Hunt Funeral Home Information Services. Recently, we conducted a community survey. We asked questions like, who would be responsible for making your funeral arrangements? Would they know what kind of services you would want? How much do you think that would cost? A surprising number of people did not know the answers to these important questions. Call me, Amy Downing, today. Let's make sure you know the answers and there are no surprises for those you love. Arms Hunt Funeral Home Information Services, serving the families of Grant County yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Sometimes going to the dentist can be scary. At Bruner Dental Center in Marion, you can smile more and worry less. Bruner Dental has been taking care of families for over 40 years, and they provide everything from general cleanings to custom-made repairs using the latest techniques with unmatched comfort and precision. Bruner Dental also accepts digital and 807 Gardner Drive in Marion, Indiana. Smile more and worry less with Bruner Dental.
Driving on a nice summer day can be lots of fun until the guy in the other lane just ran into you. When you've been in a fender bender, call on Excel Auto Body in Marion. Excel can get your car looking like new. As Grant County's leading collision specialist with 63 years of experience, you can rest easy when you take your vehicle to Excel. With 3 generations serving Grant County, don't trust your vehicle repairs to just anybody. Trust Excel Auto Body, 501 North Washington Street in Marion. If it's a fender bender or major damage, Excel Auto Body is the place for your vehicle. Back in the day, people traveled by horse and buggy. If your horse died, you just got a new horse. Today, with the price of new cars, trying to find what you want. More people are keeping their cars, so take it to In-N-Out Automotive to make sure it lasts a long time. In-N-Out can make sure your car is running at its peak performance with trips back and forth to school, practice, work, and the grocery store. They also have the new 1234 YF refrigerant to make sure you stay cool. Vince and the team at In-N-Out Automotive, 1123 East 38th Street in Marion.
The Arms Hunt pregame show continues. Coach, obviously, you picked up your season last week against Peru. Reflect. Was there anything that you saw in that game that you were like, okay, we've got to work on this for sure?
Well, it was a lot that I came off and thought, hey, we need to work on that, but there were some good things. It was good for us to see a nice pressure man-to-man defense in the game. We didn't get to see that a whole lot in girls high school basketball. So it gave us a lot. We just took care of the ball, we got to work on ball movement. And defensively, we weren't where we needed to be. So I think we stepped up a little bit on that this week.
I know typically coaches would rather have a game in between. You don't want to just sit and practice. You'd rather kind of break it up. But with it being early in the season and a lot of your girls playing volleyball, going into volleyball into basketball, I'm sure they're still a little tired from volleyball. Did you like having the week off?
Yes, at the beginning of the season is very nice because our girls are going straight from volleyball. We literally have Saturday, Sunday, and they start Monday. So they don't get much of a downtime. And with our school schedule, they're not getting home for practice till sometimes 7, 8 o'clock at night. So their days are long. But it's been nice to have one game last week, one game this week. It gives us time to focus on us and take care of what we need to take care of the work.
It'd be fair to say that this is an experienced group in a sense of you're very young. Looking at your roster, you have one senior. The rest of them, for the most part, are sophomores and freshmen. And we do have a couple of juniors, but is it fair to say that this is an inexperienced group?
Yeah, for the most part, yes. We've got 3 juniors, only 2 though with varsity experience. So really it's limited varsity experience and then a lot of freshmen. So we got a lot to work on.
I don't know if you know off the top of your head, but how many of these girls either A, were playing volleyball or B, playing soccer?
Probably 11 to 12 or 14 were in another sport. So, it's rough.
Now, ask you a little bit of the same. How much does it take for these girls to just adapt to the basketball style? I mean, obviously, you know, as a volleyball coach, you're not doing as much up and down the court. Soccer, they're full speed pretty much the entire time. So how much is it, or how hard is it for these girls, have you noticed at all, for them to just kind of adapt and say, get into the basketball shape or kind of slow down from soccer?
I think it's probably almost 2 weeks for them to start to get back into the game of basketball. So volleyball comes in out of shape. It's a different kind of training, different style of running. So it took about 2 weeks to get used to it. The conditioning's not so painful for them now. Some of the drills aren't so painful for them. We're starting to meet our goals with drills. So it's starting to get there about now.
I'm diving into the numbers and actually went back on YouTube and kind of watched your game against Peru a little bit. This got to be sophomores. Come in, was good as a freshman, but I was very impressed with the way she played last Friday against Peru. Your leading score of 17, but I thought not just her, but your entire team, the balance in the scoring was there. I think you guys were really sharing the ball and just making good passes.
What's nice about this group is they work well together. They enjoy being out there together. They don't feel one person is making so much of the score. So it was nice to see Friday night that they were all looking at the basket and looking for each other. What was great about Liz is she started out first half bronze, didn't hit much, but she kept shooting from the second half. So that was great to see.
Health-wise, everybody healthy coming into tonight?
So far, yes.
And then if you could just kind of tell us what you know about Northfield and what concerns you have.
They've got some great guards. They've got guard. See our guards. We're pretty small, so they got some inside presence. But we work hard this week to take care of that, keep things out of the game.
Coach, we appreciate the time. We look forward to talking afterwards.
Great, thank you.
We'll be back with more after this on the Action Sports Network.
Are you tired of struggling with weight loss on your own? There are so many different diet plans these days, nobody knows what to do. Marion Health is now offering bariatric surgery. This new service offers a proven surgical solution for weight loss. Call Marion Health Bariatrics today, 765-660-7500 to get started. That's 765-660-7500. And lose weight once and for all with Marion Health Bariatric Surgery.
Welcome to the Think. That's how welcome every resident and guest feels, because at Great County Premier Retirement Northland, they are a thing. Northfield independent living in a beautiful setting, conveniently located close to shopping, hospitals, and churches. Residents enjoy their choice of studio, 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodbanner.com.
Prince Hall Housing Authority, the affordable income-based housing, prides themselves in providing safe, affordable, maintenance-free living, a place they're proud that you can call home. They offer elderly and disabled and multi-family living, efficiencies, and 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, conveniently located right off 38th and the bypass, with bus transportation at the facility. That's Prince Hall Housing, 3678 Prince Hall Drive. Stop by to get your application today or call 765-674-9734 or voice relay 711 for more info.
Partner with the undisputed leader in the List E3 soybean genetics. With exceptional yield and value, neighbor-friendly weed control, and more new elite genetics developed faster, Stein can help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience with Stein and List E3 soybeans. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
friendly confines of Oak Hill High School, live here, Action Sports Network, as we get set for girls high school basketball tonight, as the Oak Hill Golden Eagles hosting the Northfield Norsemen. Now, let's talk a little bit here, Dalton. Northfield does not have a JV team, so Oak Hill tonight, the Vikings of Tippy Valley brought their JV down, took on Oak Hill's JV. That final score was Valley 50, Oak Hill 26 in that JV game. We talk here a little bit. We really didn't see, it doesn't appear that there's really, the injury report is that there is not a report. It appears that both teams have everyone out there, at least in the pregame warm-up. So we're safe to say that we're injury-free tonight.
Yeah, and that's good to see. You never want to see anybody get injured, especially early in the season. And I found it very interesting. We talked about this before we came on the air. Northfield did not get here until about, 20 minutes ago?
The JV game, there were, I think we looked up, there were 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then they finally got to the locker room. What we could see would be about 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Not real sure what happened there. And again, we've had no reports, and hopefully not. Maybe the travel down was, hopefully it was smooth, but maybe they got hung up for, and I don't know if there's any construction on 13 between here and there or not, or getting through Wabash too, so I don't know.
And I almost wonder, some teams, when they know that they have to go on the road, they will have kind of a walkthrough, and maybe their walkthrough went over a little bit. Maybe Coach Elsroth wasn't happy with what she's seeing and said, hey, we got to get this fixed, and we're not leaving this gym until you do this correct. And maybe that's the scenario.
And that's what hurt, too. With getting here so late, we weren't able to obtain a pregame interview before we got on. We don't have anything to report on that. We just got a late start. But they were on the floor and ready to go at the start of warm-up. So, and again, no injuries to report, but if there was, it's brought to vehicles having some issues. Talk to Susie and the crew at Marion Tire, and they'll get your vehicle feeling like new. And also check them out. I've done it. Alignments, oil changes, tires, and more. That's on 4th Street, Branson, in downtown Marion. Other games, Dalton. This is the only game on the network tonight. Tomorrow, you're going to find yourself down in Cowan, Indiana, as Madison Grant takes on Cowan.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Lady Argyles. Of course, I don't know if you know the story or not, but season opener, watching the JV game, and no, I can't make this up. There's about 2 minutes left in the JV game. Girl goes to the free throw line. As she releases the ball, the lights go out. The ball goes through the net. The official walks over to the scorer's table so that they count the basket. Lights are on. She fires another one. Same thing. They said count it. Now, at the other end, Delta is fouled. And yes, I'm not making this up. The same thing happens. Finally, they stopped the ball game, said the JV game's over. Delta wins, but the lights are still out. So we're going to give this time to see if we can get the lights back on. Ryan Plovic, the athletic director, did everything in his power. He contacted a power company. They weren't able to get the lights back on. The game was postponed before it even happened. So Madison Grant's season opener was actually on Tuesday when they beat Westdale 55-15, led by Maddie Morse, 28 points. So looking forward to going to Cowan tomorrow. Scott Haley will be with me, and it's going to be a fun matchup.
Put that in your radio bank of memories right
Man,
there.
I'm telling
you do this long enough, Dalton, you'll get a big list of them, of some of the wildest things you'll see or go through, that's for sure.
I still tell Andy I think I was set up by him. But
also tomorrow night, Andy McCord, Mark Severe.
Yes.
Is at Eastbrook as Jessica Killingbeck brings her Southern Wells Raiders to Eastbrook tomorrow night, and that game too can be heard right here on Action Sports Network. Don't forget Sports Doctor and Coach's Corner on Mondays now. You can catch the doctor at 5, get the coaches at 6. You want to turn that on. Tune that in. Wings, etc. That's where it's at. We're about to get set here. We're going to take a quick break. Come back. We'll get the starting lineups and get ready for the tip of this basketball game. It's Oak Hill, Northfield, right here on Arms Hunt Funeral Home pregame show on Action Sports Network.
When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter. And no one knows it better than Wings, etc. Grill and Pub. Wings, etc. has a whole menu of food and drink options and tons of flat-free chicken to sport. We've got you covered. And now, if you can't eat here, order online for pickup at to-go.wingstc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings, etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great service. At 1508 South Western Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingstc.com.
When a loved one passes away, one way to keep their memory alive is with a monument. This is Stacy Turner. At Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services, we can find the perfect their personality with others. Let Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services give your family peace of mind that when the time comes to say goodbye, you will have a lasting tribute for years to come. Arms Hunt
of the gymnasium as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Three teams for tonight's game. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard, Lake North of Northfield. Number 13, Allie Hoffman. Number 23, Samantha Powell. Number 42, Zarla Dunn. Now the starters for the Norse.
Back here at Oak Hill, we get set for the starting lineups tonight.
Also starting
Northfield.
sophomore number 11, Cameron Kuhn.
Number 10,
Sophomore number
Elia?
15,
Ellie Baker. Ellie Baker.
Junior number 32, Hannah Holmes.
Cameron Kuhn, number 11.
Junior number 30.
They'll go with Kirsten Reif, number 15.
The Norse are
They're going to go with Hannah Holmes, who's number 32, and JC Crom, who is number 33.
Crom, the Crom I'm thinking of, her dad was a good player at Northfield way back in the day. Taking a look at Oak Hill.
Carrie Barkham. She will start number 3, Taylor Holloway, at a guard. She'll start a guard number 5, Olivia Shaw. Ruth Trips at a forward as well. She'll wear number 25. And a third forward position is going to be number 33, Liz Godfrey. Godfrey, obviously the leading scorer for Oak Hill, 17 points per ball game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And this is a pretty balanced Oak Hill team as far as scoring goes. Brad, looking up and down this roster, definitely with the starters, that looks like they share the ball pretty well. In the starting lineup, you've got 6 assists between Holloway and Shaw. You throw in another 3 assists from Godfrey, there's 9 assists. You got an assist from Kluvine and an assist from Tripp. You got 11 assists starting in your starting lineup.
That's a good sign. The thing is here, Dalton, And I think the biggest thing is turning some of those turnovers into some more assists for sure. I think it was how many? I think
23, I think.
23 turnovers last Friday night here versus Peru. Well, we're about to get set here with the tip. We'll start here with the first quarter in the play-by-play with Dalton Bishop.
Thanks, Brad. Obviously, here's the tip. It's controlled by Northfield, moving left to right. Here's a pass inside to Rife. She'll go up with a right hand, missed it, and the rebound comes down to Liz Godfrey. The Lady Eagles in transition in a hurry. Outlet pass to Kluvine, who missed the layup, and a rebound comes down to Northfield.
Again, nice job. Oak Hill getting it out and running. Kluvine just kind of had a rough angle there of getting it off the glass.
Corner jumper is in and out. That time on the jumper was Baker. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Oak Hill will have the basketball. So a very quick couple of possessions for Oak Hill and Northfield.
Good sign. They were able to get it in transition and just weren't able to get that bucket to fall.
Holloway left wing to Liz Godfrey. Coming off of a ball screen. She is cut off on the perimeter by Kuhn. Now she's got to get rid of it. She does the Kluvine across the court. Now throwing a pass inside that's deflected out of bounds. A nice defensive play that time by Hannah Holmes. Oak Hill will retain possession. They'll have the ball in the baseline underneath their own basket.
Northfield a little sticky there on that defense, kind of bodying up, playing a no-catch defense.
Nice pass inside from Shaw to Kluvine, who puts it up and in with her left hand.
Man, that ball had a little English on it and spin to find its way into the hoop.
Now Kluvine and nearly a steal. Godfrey on the floor to go get it. And they're going to ring her up with a foul. And that's going to be her first. And the team's first as well.
Little three-quarter court pressure by Oak Hill, trying to confuse and get Northfield to think about some things, and nearly got a turnover.
Baker crossed the timeline and passed the three put up and off the mark, no good by Cameron Kuhn. Godfrey the rebound, and now she'll push down the floor to Kluvine. In the corner, Shaw brings it back out. Kluvine on the right wing. Now sets it up at the top of the key. Here's Taylor Holloway. She'll wait for the Lady Eagle offense to get set. Now she goes left wing to Godfrey. Back out top to Holloway. Cross court to Olivia Shaw. Inside pass, Godfrey tried to back down a defender. She fell down. She'll pick the ball back up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Oak Hill will retain the possession.
Godfrey come off the screen from the weak side wing, got in there. They got her the pass, but man, three Northfield players right there to swarm it around her.
Here's Holloway. She will get it in. Godfrey now out top. Looks like it was Tripp with the ball now. Holloway's going to be fouled way out beyond the perimeter. Picking up the foul is going to be J.C. Crom. It'll be your first.
Sometimes those one-on-one matchups that far away from the basket where you get a body or reach in when there's no threat of any scoring happening out there always is kind of tough to swallow.
Holloway, left wing Godfrey. Now she'll pull up for three and missed it. Well off the mark, and an offensive rebound. Tripp, who goes up and missed it, and now Holmes comes away with it. In transition, and losing it out of bounds was Northfield. It's a turnover.
Yeah, even looking over there, I thought for a second maybe it went off of Holloway, but didn't.
And she goes left wing Godfrey. She'll come off of a ball screen from Tripp, and now she is fouled. And the foul goes against Cameron Kuhn.
Northfield trying to get right up in them. Even off the ball defense, they're really kind of hugging the offensive player they're guarding, and don't want to get in foul trouble. That could create some issues if you're Northfield.
Here's Holloway, left wing. She goes to Liz Godfrey. Now she'll bring it back out top to Shaw. Right wing now, Holloway. In the corner, Shaw. She'll feed it down low. Kluvine made a nice move and had her shot blocked. Holloway goes and gets the rebound. Now, right wing is Shaw. She'll dribble inside at the free throw line and kick it back out. Godfrey will fire a three from deep, in and out, no good. And a rebound coming down to Holmes, and Shaw will pick up the foul.
Decent offense right there for Oak Hill, pretty good. They were able to get a pretty good look, but they were getting some actions there I think they were wanting. Kluvine, nice roll down. They just weren't able to find her on the pick and roll.
Across the timeline is Baker. She dribbles it into the corner, now steps back out and threw it away. Kluvine on the steal. In transition, bounce pass Godfrey, puts the ball on the floor and she walked. It's going to be a travel.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's probably a blessing in disguise, Dalton, because she extended that arm and was complete chicken wing push off.
Yeah, I think you saw the same thing I did then. Here's Baker. She will stop and pop and put it up, no good. Godfrey, and now away, outlet pass, Kluvine. She'll fake the shot, go up and miss the layup, and gets her own rebound, and now they got a tie-up and a jump ball. Northfield will have possession.
Again, nice job getting out, running the break. Holloway finding Kluvine. That's the second time that's happened. Kluvine's just not been able to find a way to get the ball up on the box and in the bucket.
Kluvine on the season is shooting the ball 50% from the floor and just 25% tonight. As Godfrey picks up the foul, that's her second foul, and that's a big second foul on Godfrey here midway through the first quarter.
I'm sure I got all of our officials' names. I do know one is Kyle Hobbs on the far side, former head coach boys at Elwood. Be taking you back a few years.
Crom way out on the left wing. Kluvine defends. In the corner, a three put up, and knocking it down was Cameron Kuhn.
Nice, had her feet set, stroke looked good, nothing but net.
Here's Myers, who's checked in. That's Alexa Myers. Left wing, now right wing, Kluvine. She'll bring it back out, cross-court trip. Now Holloway, as Oak Hill works it around the horn. Holloway will drive inside, had a wide open lane. She puts it up off the glass with the left hand and puts it in the bucket. Her first 2 points of the ball game, and Oak Hill leads it 4-3 with 4:09 and counting here in the first quarter.
Nice job. She had a screen. She used the rip drive to the left hand and rejected it. Went right in for a layup.
Here's a jumper up by Kuhn, no good. Alexa Myers pulls down the rebound. She's down the floor, and now she's stopped on the right wing. Holloway out top, back to the right wing to Myers. Holloway, a corner three. This one's short. Shaw the rebound, inside trip, and she lost the handle, and it's a turnover. Right wing, Baker, out top, Kuhn. And Oak Hill really doing a good job at denying Hannah Holmes down in the low post. Now in the corner, the ball was taken away. That was J.C. Crom, and now she picked up the foul. 75 foot away from the basket.
You can kind of see what the game plan is, Dalton, at least early on. You're right. Swarm the inside, try to take away Holmes, but also that pressure out front on the guards there kind of with Kluvine, who's also been able to get her hands on some steals out there.
Callie Hoffman has checked in for her. Northfield. Here's Holloway, picks up her dribble, tries to go back door to Myers, and it was deflected out of bounds. Oak Hill will retain possession. That was a good idea by Holloway.
Nice little back cut. Sometimes you want to hit that with kind of a hard pocket bounce pass to get it through there.
Shaw will look to get it in. She does. Kluvine makes a nice move, goes to the bucket, put up a shot, and it is no good off the front of the rim. A nice behind-the-back dribble, this time by Baker. She picked it up and walked, and it's going to be a travel, the fourth turnover of the ballgame on Northfield.
I'm guessing Ellie Baker is Brandon Baker, an assistant, also the head football coach at Northfield's daughter.
That is correct. Here's Holloway, left wing Alexa Myers, back in the corner. Holloway puts the ball on the floor, cut off. Now Kluvine fixed the jumper. She'll drive inside. She'll go up, missed the shot, and lost it out of bounds. And Melissa Kluvine having a rough start to tonight's ball game.
Nice drive, got down there, even drew the help. She just didn't have her eyes on Tripp. Tripp was sitting over on the opposite block, just a simple bounce pass across the way, and Tripp would have had a wide open layup.
Lydia Trexler has checked in for the first time tonight. 5 points, 6 rebounds in the opener against Peru. And now a turnover. Myers in transition is going to be tripped up and fouled. And just a costly mistake that time by Northfield, and it ended up working to their advantage because Myers was going to have a layup.
I think Trexler showed some nice things last week, so good for her. She's improved immensely in the last 3 or 4 years of basketball.
Myers' pull-up jumper is no good. Kluvine went and got the rebound inside Trexler and brings it back out Holloway. She'll put the ball on the floor and missed the floater.
They're getting shots. That's for sure. Oak Hill is getting shots. You need to try to produce as many as you can to increase your chances of getting some in the basket.
Here's the pass inside Holmes. She'll put the ball on the floor, and she went up and was fouled. I believe it's going to be Shaw. It is. That's Shaw's second, so Oak Hill with 2 of their starters with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Hannah Holmes will step to the free throw line. 16 points, 13 rebounds a ball game, a 50% free throw shooter on the year. And her first free throw is up and rolls in. Her first point of the ball game.
Vanessa Shields going to check in for Oak Hill. She's going to replace Olivia Shaw. Shields did a nice job last Friday as well underneath the basket.
And we got a full timeout by Northfield. And on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, 2:17 remains in the first quarter. We're tied at 4. Back with more after this on the Action Sports Network.
Wobble, wobble, wobble. Screech. Click, click, click. The thingy's gone bad. Whatever sound your car makes, take it to Marion Tire, also known as Best One Tire in Marion. Susie, Brian, Cecil, and the crew can diagnose the problem and fix the problem the right way the first time. Oil changes, alignment, tires, coolant, wheel bearings, and even the thingy that's gone bad. Let Marion Tire get your vehicle running smooth for your summer vacation. Since 1984, Marion Tire has been in downtown Marion and will continue to provide top-notch service. See Marion Tire on the corner of 4th and Branson in downtown Marion.
Oak Hill High School, the location of tonight's girls basketball matchup with Northfield and Oak Hill, the Eagles Nest.
Off to a little slow start probably for both teams offensively. I guess the ball getting in the basket. It's not that they're not getting shots. I hate to hammer that home, but Oak Hill has had a lot of balls up to the rim so far in this first quarter. Only 2 of them have made itself inside the ring.
The free throw is no good on the second attempt there by Holmes. She goes 1 of 2 at the line. Still tied at 4. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. And Holloway had the ball knocked away. It went off of Northfield. Oak Hill retains possession.
I hate to give this any credit. Not sure I really want to, but I do want to mention again, Northfield got here late. I think Oak Hill and maybe was probably like, where are they at? Which could create a little bit of a psychology thing here because both teams are just struggling to shoot the basketball.
Jumper up by Janessa Shields is no good. And a fight for the offensive rebound is going to be a jump ball. And Oak Hill retains possession. Kind of like the hustle out of Taylor Holloway that time. She went and got on the floor and went after the ball and gives Oak Hill another opportunity. Bluevine, she gets it inside Trexler, who went up and had her shot blocked by Holmes. And Holmes is going to be a force all night, whether it's offense or defense. Now here is Holmes at the free throw line. It made a nice spin move and a nice bounce pass inside. The shot was blocked. It was Kelly Hoffman, and Trexler was there to put a left hand on it that deflected it out of bounds.
Trexler's got some long arms, but again, Shields in there to kind of really stop Holmes in her tracks inside the lane.
In the corner, here's a three-point jumper up by Baker. Perfect!
Nice shot, Baker. Knew her mom, went to college with her mom. Her mom was an excellent college basketball player.
Oak Hill, this will be their 6th of the ball game. Northfield leads at 7-4. 1:22 to go in the first quarter.
Get some full court pressure here by Oak Hill.
And now a turnover on Northfield, their 6th. Inside, Kluvine. Shot fake, goes up, missed it. And a rebound comes down to Holmes. Man, Kluvine offensively just hadn't had any luck. Bounce pass. Left wing 3. Got it again! This time it was Kelly Hoffman, the largest lead of the game at 6 at 10-4. Right wing, Alexa Myers. Holloway, top of the key, Trexler. Left wing, Kluvine. Nice pass inside to Myers, who puts it in with a left hand.
Finally ending a big drought. Myers, nice job, left hand up off the glass.
10-6. And now, across the timeline, Holmes gets rid of it. And it's going to be a travel on Kelly Hoffman. The 7th turnover of the ballgame on Northfield with 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Oak Hill trailing by 4 at 10-6. Myers, here's Holloway. She'll walk it up the floor for Oak Hill. She'll angle to her left. Now Myers on the left wing. Top of the key, Kluvine. Wants to get it inside, and she shuffled her feet and walked, and that's a good call for the 7th Oak Hill turnover. A combined 14 turnovers in the ball game here in the first quarter.
And it was similar to the last Friday right here. Then 23 turnovers, you have 7 now. You need to really start cutting that down, or you're going to see more than you were last game.
Hoffman, defended by Kluvine. Beyond the perimeter is Baker. In the corner, Kuhn. And Trexler swatted it away.
Be Trexler's second block so far here, coming in off the bench. Again, she has some size. She has a body. She has a little bit of strength there, but those long arms really distract.
Upper dribble, Kluvine defends. Now Kuhn, top of the key, Holmes makes a spin move, picks up her dribble, has to get rid of it. Now she does. Baker, and she double dribbled, and it's going to be a turnover with 1.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Can't believe Northfield not going to pick up here.
No kidding.
Yeah, rolled it in. That's going to be
That's a turnover on Oak Hill, and that's the way the first quarter will come to an end. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, it's the Northfield Lady Norse 10 and the Oak Hill Lady Eagles 6. The second quarter is next after this on the Action Sports Network.
Northwood men has been rated the best senior living according to U.S. News and World Report, which means they offer classic charm, 5-star services. Every detail is designed to create a place where residents and their families feel right at home. Our residents enjoy 3 meals per day, weekly housekeeping, daily fun activities, and transportation. We also score big with all utilities included. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodmanor.com.
A winning team is the key to success. So is hard work. This is Kelly Kistler. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union is proud of all the student athletes who work hard both on and off the field. We are supporting all of our schools in Grant County and know this year will be the best ever. Good luck to all the athletes and students this school year. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union, 101 North Washington, downtown Marion, or 200 East Main in Gas City.
Second quarter is set to begin here at Oak Hill. The Lady Eagles trailing by 4. We get set to go with the second quarter. Here's Brad Schaus.
Oak Hill to inbound the basketball, and they do. That's Holloway. She gets it over right side to Myers. Myers looks down low to Shields. Shields back out to Myers. 3 ball on the way. Bang! She got it. Out of the gate here the second quarter. Holloway. You have to remind me, Dalton, too. Usually I'm not used to switching back and forth. That kind of delay. Northfield has it here. Oak Hill trails 10-9. Northfield with the basketball. Underneath her own basket, Baker looks to throw it in. Over to Kuhn. Kuhn, she lets it fly. Ball's then tipped and knocked out, and Oak Hill's going to obtain the basketball here on a Northfield turnover.
Well, Alexa Myers has been a huge boost for Oak Hill off the bench. Was scoreless in the first game against Peru. She's got 5 already here tonight.
Holloway with it. Looks over to Myers. Myers left dribble, handoff. That's Kluvine. Kluvine looks down low to Shields. Shields looks to make a move. Cutting back towards Meyer. Reverse layup. Off the rim. No good. Here comes Northfield. Rebound there by, I don't even have is that a 32 Holmes. Back comes Northfield. I thought that was a foul. It looked like it. That's Hoffman, left wing, gets it down in the back to Hoffman. Hoffman has it, dribbles out towards the center circle, now brings it back.
Oak Hill's defense has picked up tremendously.
Kluvine guarding out top. Ball's penetrated there by Hoffman. Hoffman then gets it to Baker. Baker has it stolen away on the drive. Here comes Myers down the court. Bounce pass over to Kluvine. Ball's kicked out of bounds off the Cameron Kuhn for Northfield.
You know, Brad,
Oak Hill looks to inbound. They do. They get it to Myers. Myers has it step back from 18 feet off the front of the rim. No good. And Ellie Baker comes down with the rebound. She'll bring the basketball up, cross the timeline, look in the corner. Big 3 on the way by Kuhn. That rattles in and out. No good. and a whistle and a foul, and they're pointing the other way. I think Northfield's going to get tagged for that. Number 15, Kristen Rice. So 6:23 second quarter. Oak Hill will have the basketball. We'll get substitutions. Meyer, an excellent job so far in this first half. Into the basketball game for Oak Hill's Olivia Sharon.
She did not play against Peru on the opening night.
Here's Sharon. Bounce pass shoved into Klubine. She finally gets a handle. Looks for Shields inside. Can't back to Holloway. She goes left side. Looking down. Baseline. Picks it up. Out to Klubine. Oak Hill looks to reset here. Here's Holloway. Three-pointer on the way. That's long. Rebound off to Northfield. That's number 13, Callie Hoffman. Hoffman brings it up, picks up the dribble. Cross-court pass over to Kuhn. Kuhn now brings it out front to set the offense. She'll set up between the circles, and she'll head left side back to Hoffman. The three. She puts the ball on the deck, circles around, goes down the middle. And a whistle and a foul on that rebound. Get that on Holloway. She gets nailed for that.
An effort to box her out, but she was a little aggressive on it.
Fouled out last Friday against Peru. Here's a shot put up there by Kuhn for Northfield. Missed it. Got her own rebound over to Baker. Baker puts up an unorthodox shot on the baseline. It gets it to fall. 12-9 Northfield. 5:15 second quarter. Here's Sharon with it left side. Looks down low to Trexler. Trexler one dribble. Passes it back out to Sharon over to Holloway. She falls down. Now we're going to get a reaching foul.
Well, I don't even know how Holloway kept dribbling the basketball when she fell down. She made a great effort and drew the foul.
Callie Hoffman, she's nailed for second for Northfield. Kerry Bartham's going to call a timeout here. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:03 second quarter. Northfield 12, Oak Hill 9 on the Riverside Federal Community Credit Union scoreboard. Back after this.
There are sports bars everywhere these days, but there's only one place for award-winning gumbo wings and better food and drink values all week long. Wings, etc. Go and Pub. We are so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, salads, seafood, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily food, drink, and lunch specials. Here, order online for pickup at to-go.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings, etc. Go and Pub. Good food, great times. At 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
Every life has a story to tell, and end-of-life services are the way to share details of what life well lived for your loved one. This is Tyler Jacobs at Arms Hop Funeral Home and Cremation Services. We can assist your family when it comes to providing a memorial service that is perfect for remembering your loved one the way you want. From pre-planning to the memorial service to the monument that stands forever. Arms Hop Funeral Home and Cremation Services will be there for your family every step of the way. See us in Picture.
Back here at Oak Hill High School out of the timeout. Just under 5 minutes. Second quarter as Oak Hill is inbounded and has the basketball. Holloway has it on the right wing in front of the student section. She finally drives middle, gets it to the free throw line, kicks out to Klubine, and she banks in a three from the left side.
Hey, if that's what it takes to get her going offensively, you'll take it.
Made the most difficult shot she's taken. All the ones around the rim have come pretty much short. Stolen away by Oak Hill. That's Trexler. Trexler gets it up to Sharon. She throws it up the floor to Klubine. Klubine back to Holloway. She puts up a shot from the right elbow. No good. And now the rebound is brought down there by Northfield. Kristen Rice. She looks to throw it up, and it's knocked out of bounds by Holloway.
A lot of the shots that Holloway has taken have been forced because her feet are just not set. And she's been off balance on a lot of those shots, and I think that's why she struggled putting it in the basket.
Alexa Myers checks in. Sharon checks out for Oak Hill. Northfield with it. Kuhn, left side. Looks over to right, gets it over in the corner. Baker puts up the three off the iron, no good. Rebound up and no good by Powell. And now we're going to have what? Ball out of bounds? Yes, it is. Oak Hill will will get the possession here. 12-12 our score. Under 4 minutes, just under.
11 turnovers in the ball game for Northfield.
Oak Hill has it. Holloway over to Bluevine. Bluevine looking for a ball screen from Trexler. She does. Finds Holloway. She's open. Shots up, no good. And air balls. Myers went to save it and appears to be okay. But it's out of bounds, and Northfield's going to get the basketball.
The three-point shooting for Oak Hill has been atrocious.
So Northfield has it, and you get the timeline, didn't get it cut off, and a whistle and a foul. They're going to nail Myers for that. Inbounding the basketball is Ellie Baker. Baker does. She gets it over. That is Kuhn. Kuhn back to Baker. Baker passes over to 15 Rife. She puts up a shot that I'm not sure, Dalton, that shot got above 10 feet to even have a chance to get in. It was line drive out of bounds. So Oak Hill will get it back. Oak Hill's Holloway has it. Left side over to Bluevine to Myers. Myers back to Holloway. Got Shields sealed it down inside, didn't find her. Had a high-low action. Trexler loses the ball, and back comes Northfield. Right side, Baker looking for Holmes inside. They fire it in there, and no one's there, and out of bounds, and another turnover. That's where 13-14 up to this point here for Northfield?
12.
12.
That combined 21 in the game between the two.
3 minutes, second quarter. We're knotted at 12 here. We're at Oak Hill High School on the Action Sports Network. It's the Oak Hill Lady Golden Eagles taking on the Northfield Northmen. Shields drives, gets it off the Trexler, up off the glass and in. Oak Hill takes the lead, 14-12, 2:40, second quarter. Another turnover. Back comes Oak Hill on the way. There's Myers, left side, has it to Bluevine, feeds it down low to Holloway, up off the glass and in. 2 quick buckets, 4-point lead now for Oak Hill, 2:25, second quarter. Here comes Baker. Baker double dribbled. Yes, she did. She put 2 hands on the basketball, turns it over, and back the other way. Oak Hill's going to get it right in front of Northfield's bench.
This is a huge opportunity for Oak Hill. This is our largest lead of the game at 4, and you got an opportunity to extend that.
Get it inbounds to Holloway. Taylor has it. She gives it over to Bluevine, over to Alexa Myers, back to Taylor Holloway for Oak Hill. Try that high-low action again. Couldn't get it. Trexler couldn't handle it. So set it back up. Here's Bluevine on the dribble. Pass over to Myers. She'll shoot about a 23-footer. It's off the back iron. No good. And here comes Northfield. Number 23, Samantha Powell with the rebound. Gets it over. That's Kuhn with it for Northfield. Over to Baker. Can't leave her open. 3 on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net. She's going to be open. She's going to hit those shots. 16-15. Oak Hill. Second quarter. No good there on the shot for Shields.
Tell you what, Ellie Baker's a baller.
She can shoot the basketball. That's no doubt. I don't even have Ellie Baker. They don't give us classes here on what grade she's even in. They didn't give us any.
I can say that she is the second leading scorer on Northfield at 8.5 points a ball game, shooting 30% from the field.
Janessa Shields makes her first one. Second one's up. It's good. Oak Hill, 18-15 lead. Minute 35 to go, second quarter. Here comes some pressure. Stolen away. Nice read by Myers. Gets it up to Bluevine. Bluevine over in the corner. Holloway. She doesn't need much daylight. 3 on the way. Off the rim. No good. Rebound Myers. Puts it back up. No good. Loose ball. Fought for. People scrambling, and finally coming up with it is Kuhn, and now Tripp gets 2 involved, and she's going to get whistled for a foul.
Coach Barkham said, why? Why are you fouling that far away from the basket? Because now what you're doing is you're going to put Rife at the free throw line. And on the year is perfect from the line, 4 for 4.
You're in bonus situations. 1-1 here, 17 fouls on both. Give Northfield an opportunity here. Score points with the clock stop and rest. shots up off the back iron, no good by Rife, and long rebound comes off to Northfield. Now we have a tie-up and a jump ball, but Northfield's going to keep it. Baker's going to inbound it for Northfield. Gets it into Cameron Kuhn. Kuhn between the circles. Right side pass, that is to Rife. Rife looking down low. Holmes not really able to get a whole lot. Now we've got a trap. Trying to dribble out of it is Rife. Holloway just picks the pocket. Now another jump. Wow. We had tug of war with the basketball with about 3 or 4 players there. Jump ball called. Oak Hill gets it.
Well, I like the heart and the effort Taylor Holloway brings to this Oak Hill team.
55 seconds, second quarter here. Getting down to intermission. Oak Hill 3-point lead, 18-15. Taylor Holloway has it. Look for that little backdoor play. Didn't have it. Gets it over to Kluvine. She couldn't find. Cross-court pass to Myers. Back to Holloway. Inside to Shields. Shields goes to make a move with a left-handed jump hook. Not there. And here comes Northfield. Baker. Baker. Left side. That is Kuhn. Right, it's way off. Rebound put up, whistle and a foul, no good on the shot. We're going to shoot 2 is Northfield.
Somehow Kluvine blocked that shot.
Kluvine's got long arms. I mean, really, I'm telling you, she does.
You know what's
is able to get her hands on it. It's really a big advantage for her, no doubt. First free throws up and no good. Samantha Powell for Northfield.
What's interesting for Oak Hill is they've got a 3-point lead, and they're doing it without Shaw and Godfrey on the floor.
In foul trouble early. We had a whistle. Ball was scrambled. And Northfield's going to keep the basketball. So Ellie Baker will inbound it. Looks, finally gets it into Kuhn. Over to Rife. Rife has it, looking inside, trying to find Holmes. And here comes Kluvine. She steals it, goes up left, hand shots up, whistle and a foul, no good. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2 here.
It's going to be the second on Cameron Kuhn.
So Melissa Kluvine has had several attempts tonight at the basket. Has had saran wrap on it. She's at the line though, eyes the first one, and off the front iron, no good. She'll get another one here.
These are her first 2 free throw attempts of the season, and she's just really struggled offensively.
8.2 seconds, second quarter. Second one's up, no good. It's off the mark, back iron. Here comes Northfield. We got a travel, double dribble, take your pick, and Oak Hill's going to get the basketball back.
Wow, this has been an ugly first half.
An opportunity on an inbound to score here if you're Oak Hill. Kluvine to inbound it. Throw it in, that's Myers. Back to Kluvine. She has to look, gets it to Tripp. Tripp puts up about a 15-footer that's short and no good. And that's going to end the second quarter. Oak Hill with the lead, 18-15 here in the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union. Scoreboard, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll break down this first half right here on Action Sports Network.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm financial advisor Mark Fleming, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you create a game plan for financial success. Call me 765-573-7063 to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Budamaki in Marion is now hiring an industrial maintenance technician in their paper plate factory. If you're interested in working for a local, stable company, you need to apply now. Must have strong mechanical and electrical skills, an understanding of industrial safety, applicants should have at least 3 years experience troubleshooting, repairing, and programming. Budamaki in Marion offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Apply online today at budamaki.com/careers. Budamaki is an equal opportunity employer.
If you keep looking for a great Mexican restaurant only to be disappointed over and over again, make Los Amores in Marion your next stop. Located downstairs in the Boston Hill Center, formerly the Central Mall in downtown Marion, Los Amores has everything you would want and more. Enchiladas, burritos, tortas, fajillas, arroz con pollo, and 11 to 9, Los Amores is open for dine-in in downtown Marion.
A winning team can make all the difference in the world. Hi, this is Jen McKinney from the McKinney Team, powered by Nations Lending. We are hometown girls supporting hometown people and committed to helping finance the home you've always dreamed of. Let the McKinney Team help you unlock the door to your new home. Come see Jen, Wendy, or Allison North on the bypass in front of the 5 Points Mall or anytime online at jenmckinney.com. Prince Hall Housing Authority is a place they are proud that you can call home. Prince Hall Housing is affordable, income-based housing, and they pride themselves in providing safe, affordable, maintenance-free living, offering elderly, disabled, and multifamily living, along with efficiencies and 1 and 2-bedroom apartments. Located just off 38th Street on the bypass, Prince Hall even has city bus transportation at the facility. Get your application at Prince Hall Housing, 3678 Prince Hall Drive, Marion.
Riverside Community Federal Credit Union is supporting all the student athletes in Greentown. This is Tim Mormon. We know that it takes hard work to be a successful banking career, and we know it takes hard work and dedication to perform on the athletic field and in the classroom. We want to wish all of the athletes and students good luck this school year. Make us proud. Riverside Community Federal Credit, 101 North Washington in downtown Marion, or 200 East Main, downtown Gas City.
Back here at Oak Hill High School, we're at halftime. It's girls basketball here on the Action Sports Network, as Oak Hill is leading Northfield 18 to 15 here at half. Halftime again show is brought to you by McKinney Team, powered by AmeriFirst. Wendy and Allison with the McKinney Team online at jimmckinney.com or in front of the 5 Points Mall on the bypass in Marion. Get jimmckinney.com. Again, 765-661-7031. We're here at half. Dalton Bishop getting stats all compiled up here as we get those ready to deliver. You got it all totaled up there, Big Cat?
I'm ready to go.
Fire away. What do we got?
In the first half for Northfield, 18 turnovers to Oak Hill's 10. So obviously that's 8 less opportunities to take a shot. So you had 8 points. Then it was 3 points each for Cameron Kuhn and Callie Kaufman. 1 point for Hannah Holmes. As a team, they were 5 of 22 from the floor for 22%. They were 4 of 11 from three-point range for 36%, and just 1 of 5 at the free throw line for 20%. For the Oak Hill Lady Eagles, we talked about it, 10 turnovers. Led in scoring in the first half. 5 points each for Alexa Myers and Melissa Kluvine. Taylor Holloway added 4 points, and then 2 points each for Lydia Trexler and Janessa Shields. For Oak Hill from the floor, they were 7 of 31 for 22%, awkwardly enough. They were also 22% from three-point range, 2 of 9, and they were 2 of 4 at the free throw line for 50%.
So again, the turnover marks for Oak Hill are down. A little too high for Northfield, that we definitely know. Shooting percentages are not great here for both teams. They've had a lot of attempts, that's for sure. I would say, Dalton, probably the biggest difference here is for Oak Hill, they've had to sit Shaw and Godfrey a lot of the first half. And I would say that definitely Godfrey is someone that can find a way to put the ball in the basket. And so that's why you're at a tight game here. If you get Godfrey in the second half and can start producing some more points, that would definitely fare better for Oak Hill. They've had to pretty much rely on their defense here in this first half.
Absolutely. When you look at those two and you combine their points per game, you're leaving 20 points per game on the bench. Neither of those two scored in the first half. Obviously, said Shaw didn't even attempt a shot. She had 2 fouls. Neither of them dropped, but she had 2 fouls in the first quarter as well. Like I said, when you combine their points, you're combining 20 points per ball game on the bench.
And let's just cut it in half. And so let's just say that there's 10 points. So if you look at that, then Oak Hill's probably sitting with about a 12, 13-point lead right now. But, you know, that's why they play the game, Dalton. If this buds for candy and nuts, you've heard the same.
Absolutely.
So that's why we play the game for sure. We're going to be set here for the second half of action, getting ready here soon. We've got 3 minutes here to go on the halftime warm-up clock. Getting halftime brought to you by the Jim McKinney team, powered by AmeriFirst. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get everything set up and ready for second half action, as it's Northfield, Oak Hill from Oak Hill on the Riverside, or on the, on the Action Sports Network. Back after these.
And we center up, we love sports. So let's deck our walls with tons of big flat screen TVs due to the very best sports programming. And we can center up big contender touchdown effective swing. And one of our fans who have voted our wins the best in Orange cities across the Midwest. Wings et cetera. It's not complicated, and we like it that way. Wings et cetera Growing Club. Good food, great time. At 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
This is Amy Downing from Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services. Recently, we conducted a community survey. We asked questions like, who would be responsible for making your funeral arrangements? Would they know what kind of services you would want? How much do you think that would cost? A surprising number of people did not know the answers to these important questions. Call me, Amy Downing, today. Let's make sure you know the answers and there are no surprises for those you love. Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services, serving the families of Grant County yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Sometimes going to the dentist can be scary. At Bruner Dental Center in Marion, you can smile more and worry less. Bruner Dental has been taking care of families for over 40 years, and they provide everything from gentle cleanings to custom-made repairs. They take the latest techniques with unmatched comfort and precision. At Bruner Dental Center, 807 West Gardner Drive in Marion, Indiana. Smile more and worry less with Bruner Dental.
Driving on a nice summer day. Lots of fun. Just ran into you. When you've been in a fender bender, call on Excel Auto Body in Marion. Excel can get your car looking like new. As Grant County's leading collision specialist with 63 years of experience, you can rest easy when you take your vehicle to Excel. With 3 generations serving Grant County, don't trust your vehicle repairs to just anybody. Trust Excel Auto Body, 501 North Washington Street in Marion. If it's a fender bender or major damage, Excel Auto Body is the place for your vehicle.
Back here at Oak Hill, we're getting set for the second half. Eagles here just hitting the court here just before it hits 0 when we get ready to start the second half. 18-15 is our score. Oak Hill with the lead. Man, everybody kind of delayed. Northfield late to the game. Oak Hill struggling a little bit to get out of the halftime. I get it. I do know that back in the Oak Hill locker room, they do have the clock in there, so they can't see it. So we're about to get set here for the third quarter as we get going, and we're going to go ahead and send this one over to the big dog, Dalton.
The big dog.
Hey, gotta have fun.
No little pup.
Yeah, a little fun.
Little pup on the block.
There we go.
Here we go. Second half underway. Here's Holmes at the free throw line. She'll shoot it and put it in the bucket. And Hannah Holmes was held to 1 point in the first half. And she's already outdone herself with a bucket there.
Saw what the halftime adjustment was. Get Holmes in that gap at the elbow and let her turn around and shoot.
And now Oak Hill on their first offensive possession of the second half is a turnover.
And full court pressure here.
Here's the Northfield. It's Ellie Baker. She will stop and get it off. This is Prom. And she goes in the corner to Kuhn, and she had it taken away. It was Shaw on the steal. Here's Shaw down the floor. She'll go coast to coast, left hand up. No, but a foul. And the foul is going to go against Ellie Baker. It'll be her first, and Olivia Shaw will go to the free throw line. 50% in the season opener. She went 1 or 2 at the free throw line. She'll get an opportunity here to get herself on the board. Eyes it, flies it, and connects. So we talked about Olivia Shaw and Liz Godfrey being in foul trouble in that first half, and already Shaw adds a point there and looks to add another one on this free throw attempt, and this one rolls around no good. Offensive putback, no good, that time by Ruth Tripp. And now here's Kluvine. She'll get it inside. Shaw, she'll go back up and had it blocked.
Just trying to, nice job on getting the offensive rebound. Just weren't able to get anything to go.
There's a three-point basket by Cameron Kuhn, and that was perfect from the left wing. Here's Godfrey, right wing. Holloway, top of the key. She will try to get something going offensively for Oak Hill. They kind of look stagnant here to come out of the halftime break. Here's Tripp. Now Godfrey, right wing. Will try to get it inside the Tripp, and she threw it away.
Good offense, good action. Just wasn't able to thread the needle there on the bounce down low.
Nice behind the back dribble there by Baker. She threw it away. Outlet pass to Kluvine. This throw out of bounds now.
Again, that's one of those things where you're making that pass. You either want to lead bounce pass so it's easier to gather on the way to the hoop.
Triggering the inbounds pass. And nearly a steal by Shaw. In transition, Holmes. She will stop. Nice pass inside. Off the glass, no good. Rife missed a bunny.
Man, right play. Holmes did the right thing. Little fake, little bounce pass down low. Just couldn't get it off the glass at a good angle.
Godfrey inside. Put it off
the basket for sure. She's a very nice, skilled player.
Now, nearly a steal by Kluvine. And it is. Holloway back to Godfrey, and she walked.
It was one of those things where you had two players on the ground in the lane, and Godfrey was able to get it, and she kind of hesitated because it was like, if I dribble, I may, she kind of ran with it before she dribbled, and I can kind of understand why.
21-20, Oak Hill leads. 5:50 remaining here in the third quarter, and another turnover on Northfield.
Stepped out of bounds over there and right in front of the official.
Godfrey gets it in, top of the key, Holloway. And now at the free throw line is Kluvine. She gets rid of it, back to Holloway. She'll reset the Lady Eagle offense. Left wing, here is Shaw. Now top of the key, Godfrey, right wing, Holloway. And nearly had to take it away. Here's Kluvine at the free throw line. She'll put it on the floor and kick it back out. Here's Godfrey, a right wing three, left it short, and the rebound comes down to Rife.
When she let go of the shot.
Now Holmes puts up a jumper, no good, and somehow kept the ball alive, and then the shot by Crom was blocked by Tripp. Now Godfrey, she'll drive to the baseline and is fouled.
I'm not so much sure there on that particular baseline drive. Godfrey does like to extend that off arm a little bit. It didn't get as far out as the one that was in the first half, but she definitely works that off arm to help protect the basketball. Let's put it that way.
Callie Hoffman has checked back into the Norseman lineup. Here's Kluvine. Inside to Shields. She'll turn around and miss a jumper. And the rebound to Holmes. Down the floor in a hurry. With the basketball is Crom. She'll pick up her dribble. Hoffman about a 15-footer well off the mark and out of bounds. It will go to Oak Hill.
Some of those don't, some of the shots when they're that way off and go out, it's almost like a turnover. It just doesn't get called a turnover.
Working around the horn, gets it off to Shields, right wing Godfrey. A lot of ball movement for Oak Hill. Now here's a bounce pass inside. Shaw gets a ball screen. She comes off of it, loses control of the basketball, and turns it over for the 5th time of the second half for Oak Hill. And now a foul on Melissa Kluvine, as Baker was going up for the shot. Kluvine picks up the foul. It's her first foul in the team's first of the second half. Ellie Baker at the line for 2 shots. Northfield really struggled to shoot free throws in the first half. They were just 1 of 5, and the free throw attempt is short off the front iron and no good.
One thing for Oak Hill, Kluvine was another one last week. Dalton fouled out of the basketball game. But I really think they need her throughout this whole game. Of course, to her credit, it's her first foul.
Tied at 21, approaching the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Here's Holloway. Gets it off Kluvine. Nice pass inside Godfrey, and it was tipped out of bounds, and Northfield deflected off of Northfield.
Evidently.
Yeah, I thought it was Northfield basketball for sure. Here's Holloway to get it in. Underneath the Lady Eagle basket. She gets it in, this time to Shields, and now Holloway back to Kluvine. Kluvine free throw line, brings it back out. Gets it back off to Holloway on the wing. She'll drive to the baseline. In the corner, Kluvine. And a backdoor cutting and a pass to Shaw, and she came from the weak side. Got a nice pass from Kluvine, and then she was fouled.
Oak Hill had the left side of the floor overloaded, and then you got that cut from the weak side. Usually as a defender, you're taught don't let anybody cut in front of your face, and that's why she did. You get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, you get called for a foul. You always want to be on your toes. Try to send that cutter in from in behind you instead of right in front of your face.
Here's Kluvine. Turns around, puts up a right hook, and missed it. She struggled around the basket tonight. Kick out, and a 2-point jumper is up and no good that time by Callie Hoffman, and he goes out of bounds.
Nice hustle, Ellie Baker there for Northfield. Giving it her all, diving over there in front of the student section.
3.5 minutes to go, third quarter, tied at 21. Holloway. Left wing she goes to Shaw. Back out top, Godfrey. Back over to Holloway. Kluvine on the far side. She will look. Now she'll put the ball on the floor. Top of the key to Shields. Now Shaw on the right wing. She'll drive. Had the ball knocked away, picked up by Kluvine. Holloway, top of the key now. Godfrey, a right wing three up, and no good. Liz Godfrey struggling to put the ball in the basket tonight. Down the floor in a hurry is Baker. In the corner, Crom to the baseline, and is going to be bumped and fouled. It's going to be Olivia Shaw, and she'll pick up her third foul, the team's second of the half.
Wow, Shaw, you got a decision to make. Are you going to take her out, save those 2 fouls for the fourth? You hate her getting one here.
Coach Barkham said this is going to be a teaching moment. She's going to leave her in. And on the inbounds pass, Powell was fouled, and they're going to ring up Trexler.
She just checked into the basketball game, too. She was replacing Shields. So no time. Trexler checked in the game. No time, I think, even, well, there was. About 2 seconds went off the clock before she picked it up right off the bat.
Free throw woes continue for Northfield as Powell missed the front end and hits the second free throw, but she is just 1 of 4 at the charity stripe tonight. Northfield regains the lead at 22-21. 2:50 remains, third quarter. Kluvine. And she drug her back foot and shot it.
Yeah, no doubt. It almost looked like she switched pivot feet there, and drug it.
It's the 6th turnover of the quarter for Oak Hill. Now here is Hoffman, picks it up, gets it off to Crom. Now she'll go over in the corner, Hoffman. She'll put the ball on the floor, picks up her dribble, double team now, and has to get rid of it. She does the home CIC logo, put up the shot, missed it, went and got her own rebound, and then she was fouled on the putback by Lydia Trexler.
Trexler, two offensive possessions for Northfield, 2 fouls for Trexler. Holmes hasn't been real productive, I guess, tonight. Oak Hill at the beginning of the game did a nice job of taking her away. Came out there in the second half, and got her an elbow jumper to go right away, and now at the free throw line, and then able to connect on either one of those. Wow.
Here's Holloway down the floor. Godfrey driving to the baseline and is cut off and foul on the floor. Let's see. They're going to get Callie Hoffman for her third foul. It's going to be the team's fourth.
Some of these out-of-bounds plays here that Oak Hill's run are pretty nice. The last couple were able to really get them a good action and look at the bucket. There was more of a get it in and let's run our offense.
Blue line inside, missed it. Offensive foul.
Oh, wow. I really don't know what happened. Maybe it was after the shot. I know the defender there was planted completely underneath the basket. So I don't know if that was the shot go up and then pushed her afterwards.
Here's Holmes, double team now. Blue line all over and nearly had a steal across the timeline. Hoffman gets it off to Crom, back to Hoffman. Free throw line jumper, no good. Blue line the rebound. Down the floor is Oak Hill. Holloway, right wing Godfrey. She goes back to Holloway at the top of the key. Left wing to Kluvine. Kluvine hits the ball on the floor, brings it to the top of the key, gets a screen from Trexler. Now back out to Holloway. She'll drive inside, kicks it out in the corner. Here's Godfrey, a three from the corner. This one's perfect. Liz Godfrey gives Oak Hill the lead.
In a little bit of a drought for Oak Hill up to this point, only scored 3 points in the quarter. That definitely helps doubling that up. Nice steal there by Drexler.
Down the floor, here's Kluvine in transition. She'll go up and put it in with a right hand. 5 consecutive points unanswered for Oak Hill.
Now you're up 4. Northfield's going to need a timeout.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. 1:14 remains in the third quarter. Oak Hill 26, Northfield 22. Back with more after this on the Action Sports Network.
Back in the day, people traveled by horse and buggy. If your horse died, you just got a new horse. Today, with the price of new cars, it's time to find what you want. More people are keeping their car, so take it to In-N-Out Automotive and make sure it lasts a long time. In-N-Out can make sure your car is running at its peak performance with trips back and forth to school, practice, work, and the grocery store. They also have a new transferring car right off refrigerant to make sure you stay cool. See Vince and the team at In-N-Out Automotive, 1123 East 38th Street in Marion.
Welcome back out of the Northfield timeout. It's a 5-0 run for the Lady Eagles, 26-22. Northfield will inbound the basketball. It's J.C. Crom, deflected off of Northfield. Oak Hill has the ball. The 7th turnover of this quarter for Northfield has tied the 7 turnovers for Oak Hill in the quarter. And Oak Hill looking to extend the 4-point lead.
Again, full court pressure out of that timeout to create that turnover.
Kluvine, right wing. Cross court, Shaw, now Holloway. Feeds Kluvine on the low block. Lost control, picks it back up, gets it out in the corner. Holloway, she'll go to the baseline, cut off. Now Kluvine. She'll bring it back out top, reset the offense. Right wing, got 6-22. Back court. Here is Kluvine. And a backdoor pass to Godfrey. She threw up a shot, and she was fouled and made contact with Samantha Powell. And Godfrey a little shaken up on the plays. She gets up and walks it off, and she'll step to the free throw line. She is 1 of 3 at the free throw line this season. And Godfrey looking to give Oak Hill their largest lead of the ballgame as the free throw is up and perfect.
What got her to the line there is a little backdoor play they like to do, but they kind of had to lob it up almost kind of like a mini alley-oop. She went up to try to grab it and tip it in and came down on someone and kind of grimaced at the knee.
She missed the second one. So now the largest lead is 5 for Oak Hill. The largest lead for Northfield has been 6. 27-22. 36 seconds to go, third quarter, here at the Eagles' Nest. Down the floor is Hoffman, defended by Godfrey. Now cut off Trexler, and a jump ball, possession going to Oak Hill.
Nice job by Godfrey. She defended the ball very well. She showed her hands where it wasn't a reach in, and then Trexler was right there to tie it up.
With 26 seconds to go in the third quarter, if I'm Coach Barkham, I'm taking one shot here. Here's Kluivine in the corner. She'll bring it back out top inside to Trexler, who lost control out of bounds. A turnover on Oak Hill. Their 8th of the quarter.
Little tough pass going down there on that short corner when they threw it down to her. Again, you kind of want to step to the pass, though, and grab it with both hands. Trexler kind of went with one and then wasn't able to gather it right out of bounds to win.
27-22. 15 seconds to go, third quarter.
Comes that pressure, Dalton.
Hoffman, cross court, Crom. She'll get it across and down to Holmes. So shot fake and go up and put it in. Anna Holmes getting it going here in the second half. Now here's Godfrey. She'll drive inside. Pull up jumper at the buzzer. No good. And that's the way the third quarter will come to an end. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, the Oak Hill Lady Eagles lead it 27-24. We're back with more right after this on the Action Sports Network.
Are you tired of struggling with weight loss on your own? There are so many different diet plans these days, nobody knows what to do. Varian Health is now offering bariatric surgery. This new service offers a proven surgical solution for weight loss. Call Marion Health Bariatrics today, 765-660-7500 to get started. That's 765-660-7500. Bariatric surgery.
Welcome to the
Substitution for Oak Hill. Start playing the fourth quarter for 55, Vanessa Shields.
Northwood Manor, they are family. Their community offers thoughtful, heartfelt, independent living in a beautiful setting, conveniently located close to shopping, hospitals, and churches. Residents enjoy their choice of studio, 1- or 2-bedroom apartments. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodmanor.com.
Back at Oak Hill, fourth quarter underway. Here is Brad Stout.
Shot up and in by Northfield. I didn't catch who that was coming out. It was blinded over there. Did you catch that bucket?
Yeah, it was Ellie Baker.
Ellie Baker makes it. Oak Hill leads 27-26. Just underway here, fourth quarter. Action Sports Network. High school girls basketball. There's a three on the way, no good. That is by Gottfried, and long rebound comes back off to Oak Hill. Kluivine drives in, spins in the lane, tries to put it up. Ball's blocked, and back comes Northfield. Northfield with it. That's Kuhn. Kuhn right corner. Now she picks it up, looks inside, has it to Baker. Baker puts it up. We're going to get a whistle and a foul, and Baker's going to go to the line and shoot two. They're going to nail Janessa Shields there. That'll be her second and 6.
Kluivine has had a rough night offensively.
Baker misses the front end there. She'll have one more. Fourth quarter, 7:16 on the clock. Oak Hill leads 27-26. Northfield looking to tie. It's off the iron, no good. Ball comes loose. Saved, but back to Northfield. Here's Baker. She puts up a shot on the left wing, no good. And Melissa Kluivine rebounds for Oak Hill. Gets it up to Taylor Holloway. Holloway left dribble over to Kluivine. Thought about a three. Puts it back down on the deck. Over to Godfrey. Godfrey swings it over to Shaw. Back to Holloway. Holloway, Godfrey puts it in. Pulls up 17 feet off the iron. No good. And back comes Northfield. That's Hoffman. Hoffman picks up her dribble over to Baker. Baker, top of the circle, passes it over. Looks to Powell, or Holmes. And then a corner shot there by Kuhn.
He's hit 2 in the quarter.
Northfield regains the lead here at 6:30 mark, fourth quarter, 29-27. Oak Hill comes back with the basketball. There's Holloway. Over to Shaw, to Godfrey. Swing it back over here to the right side. That is Kluivine. Kluivine right side dribble, whistle and a foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot two. Kluivine kind of leaned back there like she was going to try to draw the foul. Really just a straight line layup to the bucket would have been probably just as easy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. She's looking for the foul instead of looking for the bucket.
Kluivine eyes it, flies it, got the first one. Oak Hill draws within one. Fourth quarter here, 6:15 on the clock. It's been a 2 or 3 possession game the whole game. Kluvine, second one rattles out, no good. Fought for. We're going to get a jump ball. Really, I think they both had the ball tied up but went out of bounds, called a jump ball. Oak Hill will keep the basketball underneath their own basket. Shaw will inbound. Looks, has Shields up, no good, but a whistle and a foul. Nice little screener action. Shields found herself wide open, but got fouled on the elbow. She'll go to the line for a couple. First one's up, nice arcing rotation, barely hit net. It was that clean.
I'm telling you what, that dude could touch the top of the St. Louis arc.
Second one's up, off back iron, no good. Kluvine gets the rebound. 20-29 is our score. Godfrey, right corner, no good. Rebound Baker. She's going to push it up right side. Crosses the timeline, behind the back dribble. Throws it over to Kuhn. Tight ropes the sideline in front of their own bench and then circles it around to the right side. Looks, finds Crom, stolen away. Back comes Holloway. Over to the right side. Godfried had a three, passed on it, back to Holloway. Shaw swing it over to Kluvine. Come get the screen from Shields, picks it up, cross guard over to Shaw. Back to Godfrey. Kluvine. Ball stayed out above the three-point line, trying to find an opening. They do. They find it down the Kluvine on the block. Back out to Holloway. Thought about a three, passed on it. Cutting Shaw down the lane. Shots up, no good. Whistle and a foul. She'll go to the line and shoot two.
She's 1 or 2 at the free throw line in this half. And this game's been really competitive, back and forth, and it's been a lot of missed opportunities at the free throw line for both teams.
No question. Shaw will sit at the line here. Olivia eyes the first one, puts it up, good. 30-29, approaching 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Oak Hill 1-point lead, looking for a second here from Olivia Shaw. Second one's up, good. Timeout, Carrie Barkham of Oak Hill on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Oak Hill leads Northfield 31-29 here on the Action Sports Network.
Prince Hall Housing Authority, the affordable income-based housing, pride themselves in providing safe, affordable, maintenance-free living, a place they're proud that you can call home. They offer elderly and disabled and multi-family living, efficiencies, and 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, conveniently located right off 38th in the bypass, with bus transportation at the facility. That's Prince Hall Housing, 3678 Prince Hall Drive. Stop by to get your application today, or call 765-674-9734, or voice relay 711 for more info.
Action Sports Network, we're here at Oak Hill High School, 31-29 our score, 5:16 to be exact on the clock. Oak Hill with the lead over Northfield. Northfield come into tonight's game 0-2 record. Losses to Mississinawa and Fairfield. Oak Hill 1-0, winners last week right here against Peru, 45-37, and we're at a 2-point game here with 5:15 to go, fourth quarter. Here's Ellie Baker for Northfield. Behind the back dribble, left, gets it over to Holmes. Jacks a big three and then ends up getting rooted out of bounds by Shields on the block out. And Holmes is going to go to the line. They're going to stay out of bounds, so after the shot, Holmes shot it, and then the block out push. It's going to be a 1-on-1 though.
Well, you'd rather it be a 1-on-1 than a 3-shot foul.
Lucky. Not a lot of refs sometimes will do that. They'll make it a 3-shot foul. Holmes eyes it, flies it, got it. 31-30.
Well, she previously had missed 3 consecutive free throws before that one.
$5 and a nickel on the clock. Eyes the second one. Off the rim, no good. And Oak Hill rebounds with a 1-point lead. Here's Holloway. Cross-court pass over to Melissa Kluvine. Back to Holloway. Holloway back over to Godfrey. trying to find Gottfried into the offense. Here's Shaw, left-handed dribble. Back off, little weave action up top, as Fluevine lost it, went right out of bounds and hit Coach Barkham right in the knees.
19 turnovers for Oak Hill.
4:40. Fourth quarter. Down. 3 up. Is that a 3 or a 2? It was. They called it a 2 right there. Crom banked one in, and Northfield retakes the lead, 32-31. Here's Holloway for Oak Hill. Right side pass to Shaw, down in the corner to iron, no good. And Northfield grabs the rebound. Back the other way. Here comes Crom. Shot on the way off the mark is Hoffman, but long rebound comes down. Kuhn puts up a 15-footer from the right elbow. Nothing happening. Holmes then grabs it, dribbles it out, gets it over. That's to Kuhn, back to Crom, and Crom has it up front. Now she gets it over baseline, and Northfield grabs a 34-31 lead with 4:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Oak Hill with the basketball. Melissa Fluevine tried to feed it inside. That was to where we got stoppage of play, kick ball, going to call a timeout. That's what they do here on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Northfield 34, Oak Hill 31. Back after this.
Partner with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. With exceptional yield and value, neighbor-friendly weed control, and more new elite genetics developed faster, Stein can help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience with Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
Back here at Oak Hill, we're in a timeout with 3:29 to go here, fourth quarter, as the Northfield Lady Norse lead Oak Hill 34-31. Northfield coming into tonight looking for their first win of the season. Again, Northfield has no JV. Tonight Oak Hill's JV opened up with Tippy Valley, losing 50-26, and here we are at a one-possession, 3-point game.
Northfield's going to have their hands full coming up on Wednesday night as well. They'll be at Eastbrook, or home against Eastbrook, rather.
Ball's fed into Godfrey. Ball stolen away. Northfield gets it back. And now here at the point duties is Crom. Crom bringing it up. Right side. Gets it over to Baker. Baker throws an over-the-head pass that's almost stolen away. Now we're loose. We're on the deck. A jump ball. Northfield will keep it.
Well, I don't want to say, I am going to say, you need a stop on this possession if you're Oak Hill. Just the way this game just went.
3:08 remaining in this basketball game. The ball is in, loose. Back is Crom. Crom has it, gets it over to Baker. Baker back to Crom. Crom with the basketball, looking, gets it back over to Baker. Baker, long three that's short and goes out of bounds, and Oak Hill will get it here. 5:53. 34-31.
Now,
fourth quarter.
Now, instead of forcing shots and forcing passes, be patient and get a good look here.
Holloway has it, gets some direction, gets it right side over to Godfrey. Godfrey looks to go inside to Tripp on that high-low action. Nothing there. Over to Holloway. Holloway back to Tripp. Right elbow, ball's deflected. Need to get a little more movement on here. Oak Hill a little bit stagnant. Here's Shaw. Here comes Trexler on a ball screen. Roll down. Shaw can't find the kick back to Holloway. Loses it, tracks it down, throws it into Trexler. She throws it back out. Over to Holloway. Godfrey. Three on the way, left side. Bang! She got it.
She hit a big three in a big moment.
34-34. Approaching 2 minutes here.
That's a big time shot.
Ellie Baker for Northfield. Pass over Coons. Right side, left side. No good.
Oh, one-handed rebound.
Back. That's Crom. Man, hands straight up. Official's going to call a foul. Again, was my bad on that one. It was Kaylee Huffman there on the wing that shot that. But nevertheless.
Did you see the way that Crom pulled down that rebound one-handed?
Real strong.
Wow.
At the line, shooting a couple. First one's up, hard off the back iron.
Now 1 of 5 on the season with the charity stripe.
Shields and Kluvine check in for Oak Hill. Tripp, and I didn't catch who the other one was that checked out. But the second one is good. Northfield with a 35-34 lead, 1:50 to go. Ball's loose underneath the Oak Hill basket. Scrambling, a jump ball Oak Hill will maintain. And down 1. They'll have the basketball underneath their own basket. It's Holloway, Gottfried, Shields, Kluvine, and Shaw in for Oak Hill. Ball comes in, Gottfried. She's going to shoot another 3. In and out, no good. Ball's loose, fought for. We're going to get another jump ball called, and Northfield will get it. Man, that ball was down and out for Gottfried.
Boy, Kluvine was hot.
35-34, Northfield with it. Here's Crom. Ball's knocked and stolen. No, it's not. Thought Kluvine had it. Now she gets it. Jump ball. Oak Hill will get it, but Kluvine is on the floor.
I think when she hit the ground, the ball, she hit off of her nose.
Hey, she's a tough cookie. She's going to stay in the basketball game.
Boy, you got to like the way that she plays, man. She just flat gets after it.
She plays hard. I don't see any blood, obviously. Thought maybe she got popped in the nose or the chin when it hit the deck there. 91 seconds left in this basketball game. Oak Hill has it, 35-34. Shaw with it left side. Northfield with the 1-point lead. There it is. A little screen and roll down the Kluvine. She couldn't get it. Stolen away by Crom. Got a whistle. Oh, and a blocking foul. It's called on Taylor Holloway.
I disagree with that.
It's going to put J.C. Crom at the line.
Well, these are huge free throws if you're Northfield.
Crom eyes the first one, lets it go. No good. It's off, loose, on the rebound, and finally Oak Hill comes up with it. Here's Gottfried with it. Oak Hill trailing by 1, approaching 1 minute in this basketball game. Down to Gottfried, up off the glass, up and in, count the bucket. She'll go to the line.
She's a big-time player.
Nice little pass cut down there. Puts it up and in, and Oak Hill a chance to make this a 2-point game with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. Shots up, good. We're going to get a timeout. With 1 minute 3 to go on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, Oak Hill now leads 37-35. Back after this.
When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter. And no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of food and drink options and tons of flat screens rooted to sport, we've got you covered. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at taco.wingseateasy.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times. At 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingseateasy.com.
Coming out of the timeout here, Oak Hill High School, Oak Hill girls basketball. They're leading Northfield 37-35. Northfield will have it here on the inbound, going the length of the floor. And trailing by 2. They get it in. L.A. Baker's going to bring it up to Northfield. Long pass in the corner. And out of bounds off of the hands of Cameron Kuhn. They turn it over. Oak Hill will get the ball back.
I typically would say I do not like this style of basketball, but if I'm Terry Markham, I'm playing keep away.
Shaw with it. Still need to get it across. They do. That's Holloway. Keep it in the middle of the floor. Avoid a trap and a blinded throw pass that was intercepted, and back comes Northfield. There's Ellie Baker. That behind the back dribble. Throws it over. That is Crom. Crom with it. Stolen away by Holloway. Holloway down the lane. Spins. North throws it up. Travels. No call. Kluvine rebounds. Puts it up. Loose, no good, and back comes Northfield. Now it's loose again, mid-floor. Body's on the floor, another jump ball, and Northfield's going to keep it. And I've seen a lot of basketball. Boys, girls, junior high, all the way down to the elementary level, and this has got to be one of the most jump ball calls I've seen in quite some time.
You know, if I'm Holloway, it doesn't matter now what I was going to say.
Ball inbounded, Holloway steals it. Shaw has it. Oak Hill up 2. Northfield's going to have to foul.
Yes.
They want to get it back. Finally, Ellie Baker on the reach in. And we're just under 15 seconds here. 14.9 exact. Oak Hill 37-35 with the lead. Melissa Kluvine is at the line. She's going to shoot 2. Double bonus here. Could make it a 2-possession game with 2. First one's up, off the rim, no good.
Well, what I was going to say before, Brad, about Holloway is when she had that fast break, you almost would have been better off bringing it back out and just letting the clock tick away.
That's definitely a theory for sure. Second one's up, good. 38-35. Oak Hill with the lead. Northfield has it. Here comes Ellie Baker looking to get it across the half court. Gets a timeout.
They're going to draw up a play for Baker. I can guarantee you that.
9.6 seconds to go. 38-35 here. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union. Network.
When a loved one passes away, one way to keep patient services, you can find the perfect monument to memorialize their loved one in a way that shows respect while sharing their personality with others. Let Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services give your family peace of mind that when the time comes to say goodbye, you will have a lasting tribute for years to come. Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Fairmount, Marion, and the Jones Smith Chapel in Upland.
We've got 9.6 seconds to go here. Northfield at Oak Hill. We're getting ready to come out of the timeout. Northfield will have the basketball on the side, right in front of their own basket. Head coach Hillary Ellsroth drawing the play up.
I can tell you, Northfield is 4 of 11 on free throws in the second half.
That will need to be improved, I'm sure, as the season goes on. Not a good mark there. So inbounding the ball for Northfield is Crum. Gets it into Baker. Baker going to drive baseline. Puts a shot up. She got it.
That's exactly why.
And a timeout.
I would go to her. I mean, there's 5 seconds left. You're going to call a timeout. You're going to probably draw something up defensively, trying to get a stop or a steal. I don't know. I can tell you, if I'm Coach Barkham, I'm giving the ball to Liz Godfrey.
We're going to keep it right here with 5 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game on the timeout. So the bucket by Ellie Baker on the wing, or on the baseline. They get the quick timeout. If you're Oak Hill, it's pretty much this simple. You have the lead, and you are going to be given the ball with an opportunity to inbound it. The key is not to turn it over and secure the basketball.
Here's something else that I would consider from Coach Barkham. If they're going to play me, past the half-court line, I maybe take a shot deep to someone, and okay, if I turn the ball over, they still have to go the length of the floor.
Both teams with 1 timeout. If Northfield had no timeouts, you may consider that, just so they couldn't grab it and call a timeout. Here comes Shaw looking to inbound it. She does. The Shields. It's still going to be out of bounds off of Northfield, yes. But 3.2 seconds. Floor. You really don't want to do an inbound right underneath Northfield's basket.
I'm absolutely going
away
deep.
From there. Here's Shaw. Ball's in, and we're going to throw a whistle and a foul. Wow. Cameron Kuhn is called for a little.
I'm sorry to tell you, Brad, but I don't like that call, and I think
it's a reach coming from behind. I get it. It didn't look.
And here's why I didn't like it, because if that ball,
we've got a discussion.
If they don't call that a foul, then it's off of.
Well, they're going to put more time on the clock here
now, and I don't like that either.
So 2-6 is where we're at. And we're going to look. Oak Hill's going to shoot 2. And it's going to be...
Okay, I know why they did it, because there was 3.1 left, and the foul was before the ball was inbounded.
Liz Godfrey then is going to be the line. Makes sense. You're right. So Godfrey needs to get these here if you want to. It's still keep it a one-possession game. So Godfrey will shoot two. Eyes flies the first one. In and out off the glass, back in.
Now, even if you do miss it,
Shooter roll there.
you need to really make this one.
Godfrey's up. Good.
Now I would foul.
3 seconds to go. Northfield has it. They're going to call a timeout. They have to go the length of the floor here. So now you've got a little chess match here. Do you take the chance of fouling?
I would.
Looking at if you're going to play the numbers and the percentages,
I'm fouling. That's just me. And you have coaching experience. You're a coach. So you've been in these situations.
I've been in that, and I've had that argument. Over the years, I guess it depends. But in this situation, I'm letting it go. I'm not have my top players are in foul trouble. I'm letting it go. If they hit a three to make it, we just simply go to overtime.
Absolutely. I don't know.
Little token pressure here, not fully. Get it in. There's Baker up off the right side. She gets it, trucks up a half corner, and off the mark. And that's it. Final score here from Oak Hills. The Lady Eagles improved to 2-0, defeating Northfield 40-37. Both teams shaking hands. We'll take a timeout. We'll get some stats. We'll come back, break it down, get with head coach Kerry Barkham after this. Oak Hill winners 40-37 here on the Action Sports Network.
Life at Colonial Oaks provides a perfect balance of support, engagement, and fun. No matter which lifestyle is required, we offer a personalized, resident-focused family approach to daily life that empowers our residents to thrive. At Colonial Oaks Senior Living, there are 4 distinct lifestyle communities within our one very special community: independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing care, and rehabilitation. For more information, call 765-674-9791 and find out how the Colonial Oaks family can support your healthcare needs.
It's getting colder, and it's time to stay warm. Corners is the place to stock up for winter with comfort season food. Corners features bundles for every family or individual. Warm up with a trip to Horners in Marion, Fairmount, and Alexandria. Being a good neighbor means taking care of those close to you. And State Farm agent Keenan Davis will take care of you and your family. Auto, home, and life insurance is something we all need. And Keenan Davis will help you save money and give you peace of mind at the same time. If your driving record is not so perfect, that's okay. Keenan can help those with high-risk insurance. See State Farm agent Keenan Davis, 1001 Northwestern Avenue in Marion. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Screech! Click, click, click. The thingy's gone bad. Whatever sound your car makes, take it to Marion Tire, also known as Best One Tire in Marion. Susie, Brian, Cecil, and the crew can diagnose the problem and fix the problem the right way the first time. Oil changes, alignment, tires, coolant, wheel bearings, and even the thingy that's gone bad. Let Marion Tire get you. Marion Tire has been in downtown Marion and will continue to provide top-notch service. See Marion Tire on the corner of 4th and Branson in downtown Marion.
Northwood Manor has been rated the best senior living according to U.S. News and World Report, which means they offer classic charm, 5-star services. Every detail is designed to create a place where residents and their families feel right at home. All residents enjoy 3 meals per day, weekly housekeeping, daily fun activities, and transportation. We also store big with all utilities included. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodmanor.com.
A winning team is the key to success. So is hard work. This is Kelly Kistler. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union is proud of all the student athletes who work hard both on and off the field. We are supporting all of our schools in Grant County and know this year will be the best ever. Good luck to all the athletes and students this school year. Riverside Community Federal Credit Union, 101 North Washington in downtown Marion, or 200 East Main in Gas City.
Final score here from Oak Hill High School. 38-35. 40-37. That just shows you they shut these scoreboards off. Post-game show here brought to you by Colonial Oaks. Looking for perfect balance of support, engagement, and fun? Call Colonial Oaks. Check out what matters, which lifestyle is required. Get personal for your loved ones. Want to check in with Brad Needler for more information about Colonial Oaks, changing lives for good here on the post-game show. We're still trying to get these stats all compiled up. There's a lot of numbers here to try to get figured out, but the stat wrap here is going to be brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor, brought to you by Mark Lemming. The best financial advice is just a phone call away. Find out the best way to secure your future at Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mark Lemming. You can catch Mark down at 317 North Baldwin Avenue here in Grant County. That's in Marion. He's finishing that up here on the network tomorrow. We have games on the network tomorrow. Madison Grant is down at Cowan. Dalton will be in on that game, and then Andy McCord, Southern Wells at Eastbrook tomorrow night. So 2 games you can catch on the Action Sports Network tomorrow night. Coach's Corner, also the Sports Doctor, Monday nights from Wings Etc. in Marion on the bypass. Sports Doctor, 5 p.m., Coach's Corner at 6 p.m. Run down those stats, take a look at those. Again, stats brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mark Lemming.
Well, for the Northfield Lady Norse, it was not pretty. A total of, well, let's see, I'm going to do my counting on the air here. 31 turnovers in the ball game for Northfield to 27 for Oak Hill, or no, 22. 22 turnovers to 31. So Oak Hill forced Northfield into more turnovers in the ball game.
53 total times. Somebody had a possession. We didn't get shots.
Man.
Wow.
Ellie Baker led Northfield in scoring with 15 points. 9 points for Cameron Kuhn. 6 points for Hannah Holmes. 5 points for Callie Hoffman. And then 1 point each for Samantha Powell and J.C. Crom. Northfield shot at 30% from the floor. Just 13 of 42. They were 6 of 14 from three-point range for 42%. 4 of 18 at the free throw line tonight for Northfield for just 22%. That right there could be the difference in the ball game.
Wow. So, again, Coach Ellsroth, maybe they may go in and shoot free throws when they get back. I don't know, man, at that kind of number.
Here's what's interesting for Oak Hill. After not scoring in the first half, Liz Godfrey was in foul trouble. She comes in, leads Oak Hill in scoring tonight. 14 second-half points for Liz Godfrey. You had 9 points from Melissa Kluvine, 5 points from Alexa Myers, 4 points for Taylor Holloway, 3 points each for Olivia Shaw and Janessa Shields. In the ballgame, Oak Hill was 12 of 50 from the floor for 24%. They were 4 of 15 from three-point range for 26% and 12 of 19 at the free throw line for 63%. So the difference in the ball game was capitalization at the free throw line. Oak Hill had 19 attempts, Northfield had 18, but Oak Hill hit 12 of those free throw attempts to just 4 for Northfield. That's an 8-point difference.
Definitely, no doubt. Let's talk about this, Dalton. Prince Hall Housing play of the game. What do we think?
I want to go with the 3 from
Godfrey.
Liz Godfrey that gave him the lead.
No doubt, no doubt. And it was a gutsy shot too.
Well, and it was 22-21, and she knocked down that 3, made it 24-22. That started a 5-0 run, and I thought that was kind of when Oak Hill gained momentum.
Prince Hall Housing play of the game. Again, Prince Hall Housing Authority. Put your elderly loved one in community with all the comforts of home. but with none of the inconveniences. Prince Hall Housing is taking applications right now for income-based housing for qualified applicants. Prince Hall Housing Authority is at Prince Hall Drive, just off of 38th Street. For apartment availabilities, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, except they're in the middle of the week. On Wednesdays, they take the day off. So that is play of the game. Liz Godfrey with that big three to take the lead. Good call. I don't know. We were well in to the upper 20s, near 30 of jump balls called in the game, which I mean, they're a jump ball, you got to call it. But as far as official good call or good play, good call of the game.
Maybe you go with, if I can think of, I think it was in the first quarter maybe the second quarter. I think it was the first quarter. There was a play, Taylor Holloway at this end of the court was trying to box out one of the Northfield girls, but just because of the size difference, she had to get a little more physical, and the official called the foul on her. Maybe we can go with that.
We'll go with
There's
it.
nothing, anything else that I can really think of.
And with that, it's brought to us by Wings, etc. in Marion there for that official's good call of the game. Take time, you to make good call, and stop by Wings, etc. after the game. Catch up with all the friends, talk about the games. Of course, the big screen's in there with games on. You definitely want to check that out. Catch Coach's Corner Monday night. Also Sports Doctor Monday night, 5 and 6 o'clock from the Wings, etc. on the Action Sports Network. You can actually walk in there and see it all go on. Dalton, Bishop, Marquis Sevier, Andy McCord.
Don't forget about G. Schaus.
G. Schaus is in there, and
Scotty Hunt comes in sometimes. There's a lot of guys.
A bunch of others. So you might as well stop in and say hey. And
come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun.
And chat it up. We're waiting on head coach Carrie Barkham to come out, and hopefully we can get a post game here with her. Officials are already loaded up and headed to the parking lot after this one. Northfield's already headed to the bus. So why don't we do this? Why don't we take let's take a 2-minute break here.
I did forget to mention that Lydia Trexler had 2 points tonight as well, so that's my fault.
Let's make sure we get that on there.
Do want to make sure I get everybody the love that they deserve.
For sure. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. Hopefully we'll have Coach Barkham for Oak Hill and get her thoughts and comments on this nice win tonight as Oak Hill improves to 2-0 with a 40-37 win over Northfield. We'll take a break. We'll be
Drink values all week long. Wings, etc. Grill and Pub. We are so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, subs, seafoods, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily food, drink, and lunch specials. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wingsetc.com.
Every life has a story to tell, and end-of-life services are the way to share details of a life well lived for your loved one. This is Tyler Jacobs at Arms Hump Funeral Home and Cremation Services. We can assist your family when it comes to providing a memorial service that is perfect for remembering your loved one the way you want. From pre-planning to the memorial service to the monument that stands forever. Arms Hump Funeral Home and Cremation Services will be there for your family every step of the way. See us in Fairmount, Marion, and the Joan Smith Chapel in Upton.
Of investments. I'm financial advisor Mark Fleming, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you create a game plan for financial success. Call me 765-573-7063 to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hudamaki in Marion is now hiring an industrial maintenance technician in their paper plate factory. If you're interested in working for a local, proven, stable company, you need to apply now. Must have strong mechanical and electrical skills and understanding of industrial safety. Applicants should have at least 3 years experience with troubleshooting, repairing, and programming. Hudamaki in Marion offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Apply online today at hudamaki.com/careers. Hudamaki is an equal opportunity employer.
final score from Oak Hill High School. The Oak Hill Lady Golden Eagles victorious over Northfield tonight, 40. And we did kind of get word here that it's possible she's a little bit under the weather, not feeling well there after the ball game. So I'm not sure we're going to get her or not, but nevertheless, we also want to thank our folks at Professional Hearing Care. Sub of the game, let's at least get that in. What are we thinking there?
Well, there's two girls that, I don't know. There's actually 3 girls that came in and played significant minutes off the bench.
I mean, really, in my mind, you had Trexler come in, but another one is Shields. Shields comes in and provides some things off of the bench that makes it tough inside for teams just because of her ability, her size in there and positioning. So you have Shields, we have Trexler.
And then you have Alexa Myers.
And then we have Alexa Myers. Myers in the first half was outstanding off the bench.
But she didn't get to play the second half because she played all 4 quarters of the junior varsity game. So
there.
But she did score 5 points in the first half.
And her first 3 of the game. So enough said. Alexa Myers, sub of the game.
Let's do it. I like
Alexa Myers. There it is. Oak Hill's Alexa Myers, sub of the game. And there's no substitute for hearing. Let Professional Hearing Care help with free hearing needs assessments. See them in Marion, 821 Northwestern Avenue, or 427 Matilda. You've been. Drove it.
I have.
Down one end and back the other for sure. I know you have. Also, check Professional Hearing Care sub and online at prohearcare.com. So we do have Coach Barkham. She's making her way, we think. She's been stopped there as well. 14 with home, auto, and life insurance. Let Keenan and his team help you save money on your insurance. That is 1001 Northwestern Avenue in Marion. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. There we go. We're getting Carrie Barkins making her way up.
I'm going to tell you, you can't go any other way with the star of the game other than one person, and that's Liz Godfrey. She was in foul trouble in the first half. She came in the second half, and she provided 14 points. And really helped them get to victory. So
seems kind of like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, I mean,
we've got our mic set up here. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll go with Liz Godfrey as our star of the game.
Awesome.
That is a very long walk from your office to here.
All right, Coach.
Show.
You're 2-0. Okay, that is a good thing. That's great. You get started off 2-0. It seems like it's a struggle to get there sometimes. You're there. Let's talk about the transition. Last week's game, you have a week off. You come into this game here. You got into foul trouble early. It's kind of with Godfrey, that changes things when she has to sit in the first half.
Big time. We struggled last week with having a couple in foul trouble. Put on the board tonight. Nice big bold letters. No stupid fouls. And when you got to put 2 of those girls on the bench, Liv and Liz, it hurts. It really hurts.
So but who you brought in really, I mean, I guess they didn't pick up Godfrey's scoring as much, but they really didn't hurt you as far as filling in. Myers came in, hit a 3, which was nice and big as well.
The girls came in, they stepped in, they did a good job. It's nice to be able to count on them to come in and do that when that happens. Just wish we wouldn't get in that position in the first place.
Yeah. Learning tools for sure. Next game, Tuesday night. You're getting ready to kind of run into a little bit of a buzzsaw in that schedule. There's no denying it.
Yes.
But you're 2-0, and so you take from those 2 wins and try to build off of it going into those games.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to have our work cut out with Jay County. We're definitely going to be outsized, outnumbered. But I feel that we built on last Friday's game. We had decision making. So hopefully a lot of film watching will help with that.
Well, Coach, we named Liz Godfrey our State Farm Star of the game again tonight. But again, I want to go back to what you talked to me about in our pregame show, where you said last week she struggled in the first half, and then she came out in the second half and got it going. Well, obviously we know she struggled in the first half tonight because she was in foul trouble. But I thought even then in the second half, she still really didn't get going in a rhythm. But you look down and she had 14 points and hit a really big three late in the game that gave you guys the lead at 24-22. And I thought from that point on, you guys really kind of controlled your own destiny because you went on a 5-0 run and then they called a timeout.
Yeah, I think she's doing a great job as a sophomore of not getting her head in the game, not worrying about missing the next shot. She's continuing to take those shots, which is what we need her to do. She's even starting to change up her game a little bit and look to drive. For a sophomore, I can't complain.
Coach, so what? Days to kind of get ready and put in for that. So what's one thing, and you might have touched on this, what's one thing though that that you've already probably seen on film that Jay County presents that you're going to really need to have to work on?
They play a really aggressive 1-2-2 full and half. Getting those passes, short, sharp passes, angles, moving the ball, not holding it at the top on reversals, just being more careful with the ball.
Anything else, Dalton?
I don't. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're 2-0. That's always a good thing.
I'll take
that
it.
And build off of it.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Head coach Carrie Barkham of the Oak Hill Lady Golden Eagles as Oak Hill wins 40-37 tonight to run their record to 2-0. Northfield goes to 0-3 on the season.
Yeah, that's a team in Northfield who, again, they've struggled. They've got some very talented girls, but I thought the game plan against Hannah Holmes tonight was spectacular. I mean, she's their leading scorer coming in tonight at 16 points a game, and you held her to 6. So I would say you did a great job.
You could tell that was a focal point, too, was taking that away. Because Oak Hills kind of started out jamming that up down in the paint and had the pressure out front with Kluvine and the long arms, which you kind of saw that in the very beginning. And then you could see Northfield made those adjustments at half, too, because they came right out. They went right to Holmes, who was wide open at the elbow and was able to turn around and hit a shot. So they had solved something there, but then they weren't able to consistently get that to continue in the second half. And I think shutting Holmes down to a minimum there was really a huge key for Oak Hill being able to be victorious.
I would agree as well. And just want to remind folks one more time that coming up tomorrow at 7 o'clock, Andy McCord and Marky Severe will bring you coverage of Eastbrook Lady Panther basketball. Jeff Liddick looks for, I believe, his 150th career win tomorrow night as they welcome Southern Wells. And then also tomorrow night, I'll be down at Cowan as the Lady Argyles of Madison Grant look to go 2-0 as they take on Cowan at Cowan. It'll be myself, Scott Haley, with the coverage, 7 o'clock for the broadcast on the Action Sports Network. Monday, of course, we got the Sports Doctor, second week of him being back, 5 o'clock. And then you can follow it up with Coach's Corner at 6 o'clock at Wings, etc. If you can't make it out to Wings, hope you can join us right here on the Action Sports Network.
It's been a pleasure, Dalton.
It is.
You've been wanting to do one of these games, and I tell you, before this, I was at practice, so I just kind of come in and go on the fly here. So we'll definitely figure out how AM there will figure out how to set us up with a few more games, and we'll be able to.
I've been telling him all fall that I'm going to have to do a game with Brad Schaus, and here we are. We did it, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
It was, and we'll have more fun as the season goes on. It is, for sure, and I look forward to it. So it was a great job tonight. It was all fun, and I enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll be back doing this again.
Sure hope so.
You can take it from here, buddy.
All righty. Well, I just want to say thank you to Ryan Fagan and all the fine folks here at Oak Hill for their hospitality. I want to say thank you to Carrie Barkham for joining us before and after the matchup tonight. And again, one final time, Oak Hill wins at 40-37 to improve to 2-0. Until tomorrow night at Cowan, have a great rest of your Friday evening. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the veterans who have fought for our country, and those who continue fighting so that we can live in freedom. Have a good night from Oak Hill.
Proceeding was a presentation of the Action Sports Network. Join us again soon for more exciting sports action. And for more insight, listen to Coach's Corner, Monday nights at the Wings Etc. at Marion at 6 p.m.